Hi there, my name's Harry, and if you're a residential contractor who does ADUs, kitchens, bathrooms, hardscaping, and landscaping across the US, then this video is going to be relevant for you. I'm going to jump straight into it because there's plenty of these videos and I don't want to waste your time. Really, the point of this is to show an approach that's working for us when it comes to getting high quality homeowners and walking through more of the psychology and the rationale behind why we actually take this approach. You can feel free at the end of this to implement it yourself. Everything here can be done yourself. And then there's an invitation at the end. If you're interested, you can reach out to me and my team. Anyway, let's jump into it. So how to get high quality local homeowners for your contracting business. Now, there are many different ways to get business for your contracting business and to find local homeowners. All of these work. I'm not going to tell you that some of these do and some of these don't. I know contractors who are successful across all of them. But when it comes to finding high quality homeowners, and we're talking about accountants, lawyers, surgeons, business owners, and investors, these are really the homeowners who are focused on process and design rather than just on price. You've worked with these homeowners before, and you know that these are the ones that you want to be working with because they are focused on other parts of their life. They have the money to spend, and they're looking for someone that they can pay to complete the project without any hiccups. And when it comes to actually finding these local homeowners that you can work with, there's two ways that you find them. The first is they Google, right? They go into Google and they search contractor near me, and they'll pick the top 3 or 4 different contractors that pop up on their Google search. Now, the reality is out of the gate, you're already competing with other contractors when this happens. And in addition, the websites like HomeAdvisor and Yelp are always going to come up as number 1 and 2 because they're competing at a national level. So you're realistically hoping that you're either going to be the 3rd or 4th search that comes up. The alternative approach is to bump into them as if you're on the street, but do so on their phone on social media. So what does that actually look like when we're talking about it in real life? If we want to find these high quality homeowners, we need to think about what do they care about when they're picking a contractor. You work with more of these people than I do, so I'm not going to try and belabor this point, but really they're looking for contractors that they can trust and they can enjoy the process with. They want to work with a contractor who is professional and won't mess up the job. They're spending tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars with you on a process that is going to take multiple months. And so they want to make sure that when they're sat down at the coffee table, walking through blueprints or designs with you, that they're going to enjoy the conversation, can ask questions, and are not going to feel like there's pushback from you. And they also want to work with someone who's going to get the job done, and they're not going to have to get involved in the process. So when it comes to actually building trust, how do you build trust with someone you've never met? Well, the way you do it
is by using video because it allows you to show your personality, highlight that you're local, and give an introduction into some of the work that you've done in person in the area. And yes, I did just get a haircut for this video.
And so when we understand that approach, it can really change the way that we think about how we use social media. We don't use social media to go viral. It's not about getting tens of thousands of followers. We use social media as an awareness, trust building, and conversion mechanism. How can we find local homeowners, put our hands up and say, hey, I'm over here, direct them to your social media page where you can build trust and then have a conversation with them so you can convert them into a project. That means we do not use social media to show your work. If you're a contractor right now and you're posting work in progress, it's fantastic that you have content and you're starting to post it online, but this is not a way to build trust, a human to human connection. What we want to be doing is using it as an awareness and trust building and conversion mechanism. So this is what it actually can look like when you tactically implement this approach on social media. It is running locally based targeted ads where you call out your local homeowner and let them know that you exist and you might be able to help them. Example of a type of script that you could use in a video could be something along the lines of, hi, my name's Harry. I am a builder here in Los Angeles. If you're a local homeowner and you're looking to build an ADU, that's what I specialize in. Last year, we built 12 ADUs, so we know the whole permit approval process. If you're interested in doing an ADU and you're really looking for a contractor or you already have your blueprints completed, then feel free to head over to my page where I can introduce you a little bit more. You can meet some of the team. You can see some of the prior work we've done. And if it makes sense, then we could potentially have a conversation and we can have a feasibility study with you. But I know, you're not going to trust someone the first time you've seen them. So head over to my page. There's some more content there where you can see what we're about. Very simple, gentle, putting up of your hand and redirect to your page where ultimately we can now build trust. This is where you make your virtual introduction to build a connection and build a bias so that people start to like you. This is where we build trust. And so Really, there's 3 videos that I encourage you to make. The first one is a who you are video that we pin. This is who you are, introduce your team, talk about your experience, how long you've been in the local area. There's a why you're good. Why do local homeowners love working with you? Can we get a couple testimonial videos that we can post in that video as well? And then your process, so that before they even start to go down the process with you, they already have an awareness. This builds a lot of professionalism and confidence because homeowners know what the next steps look like before they even take them. And once you've built that trust and conviction in you, they're going to be interested in having a conversation, at least to try and figure out if you're someone that could be a good fit for them. And that's when they have the opportunity to send you a direct message. And this is where you convert them in your sales process. You set up an appointment, set up an in-person consultation, whatever the approach is that you take, this is where the sales process begins. But as you can see, this is a way to bump into someone who's scrolling on their phone in their home, build trust, and move them over to a conversation. And again, it's really simple. Just to hammer the point home, it's creating awareness with your ideal local homeowner, building a connection and increasing confidence. So we're moving that traffic over to your page and then driving a conversation so you can start your sales process. And do you want to know what the best part is? Contractors are terrified of putting themselves on video. It's really hard for a homeowner to build trust with someone on their social media page or their website if they can't even see the person that they're trying to build trust with. And why is that good news for you and good news for us? It's because if you have the confidence and the bravery to record a couple of 1-minute videos that you can post onto your social media, there is so much opportunity to build insane trust. Before you've even had a conversation with them in person, they already feel like they know you a little bit, right? Like you're that contractor from Instagram. They already have a connection. In marketing, that's called a parasocial relationship, where it is a one-way knowing of a relationship before a connection is made. And if you're willing to go on video, you're able to build that connection with many different homeowners without having to have 50, 60, 100 different in-person meetings. And the reason I put this video together is, as you can see, it is at a very high level. It talks to the psychology of the approach that we take and how you can actually use social media correctly to find local homeowners in your area who are of a premium caliber that you can then start to have conversations with. And so if you're curious about learning a little bit more about this and might be interested in working with our team to figure out how you can start to implement this in your business and have a 24-hour salesperson who is always working for you through social media, then I'd like to invite you to select a time on my calendar or message me on Instagram. You can DM me the word video, so I'll know you came from this YouTube video. The links will be in the description down below. And yeah, I mean, it's great to meet you. We've already built a little bit of a relationship, so you start to understand kind of the psychology behind how this works. If you're curious on, what are the actual scripts that you should be using? How should you be setting up in the Facebook Ads Manager? What are the different targeting options that you should do? How you link all of that together? What CRM you should be using? We support with all of that as well. But otherwise, feel free to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. The link will also be in the description down below. I post a lot of content there that gets into a little bit more of the details so that you can try and set this up yourself if you're interested. My objective of creating videos is to, again, build trust, build conviction in the approach that we take here at PowerScale Media. And then if you're interested in working with me and my team, eventually at some point in the future, it may make sense. But otherwise, have a great day. And it was lovely to virtually meet you.